Hi, everyone. This is Catherine at Sacred Astrology. The eclipse is beginning right now, and the path of the eclipse is beginning. Totality isn't for another hour or so in America. The eclipse is happening all over the world, but most people won't see it. Most people won't even know it's happening. But it's a big deal here in America. However, I've been hearing reports from friends across the country that it's disappointing because it's cloudy. The weather did not cooperate. How many things are disappointing and don't go according to plan? However, the eclipse is still happening. So what we have to do now to sense the eclipse, for everyone who's planned the eclipse or missed the eclipse or at work during the eclipse or doesn't even notice it, if you want to, we can tune in using our instruments. It's like an airplane pilot flying on instruments. Pilots fly in all kinds of weather and they can't always see what's going on. They use the instruments. We have the instruments in our bodies. We were born with them. Many of us don't know that. It's not in our educational system. And we just kind of go our whole lives and don't know what a fine-tuned instrument we have inside of us. So we have three intelligence centers. And during the pandemic, we realized we have a gut brain, and we have a brain, and we have a heart brain. But the heart brain is more than a brain. It's a quantum sensing system. So what we do to tune into the eclipse, if it's cloudy, or like me, I'm in the path where 30% will happen. So the light will change, but not much will be visible. Breathe into your heart. Now this, everyone says this. I've seen this everywhere on YouTube, but do it. Breathe into your heart as if you have a portal right here and it's breathing in the universe and it's exhaling the universe. Now, the next breath, breathe in and notice that nanosecond of turnaround time at the top of your inhale before you exhale. And then notice when you exhale, that nanosecond of emptiness before you inhale. That's a full cycle. In the fractal holographic universe, that's a full day and night. That's a full year. That's a full solar lunar relationship ecliptic. And on out into the universe. So this is how we have the entire universe in our being. So if you want to tune in, you can. You take a moment and you give your full awareness. You're noticing. You don't need to focus like a laser. Just drop everything. Feel that sense of inhale, that sense of emptiness at the top, the exhale, the emptiness at the bottom. And then allow, in those moments of emptiness, information to come into your being. Now, part of this information is your groundedness on the earth. Because if we weren't on the earth, we wouldn't see this eclipse. We were born into the earth. And gravity is so ubiquitous. It's so everywhere all the time that we don't notice it. Your car doesn't float up, 2 feet off the highway. You're not floating up out of your chair right now. I'm not floating up out of my chair right now. I would love to, but I'm not. So gravity is so much a part of every intelligence in our body that when we settle into it and then receive the intelligence of breath, in that moment, in the turnaround, there's a cessation. And that's what an eclipse is. In that moment of totality, there's a cessation of the ordinary light. It's not like anything comes to, a screeching halt. It's just that the momentum keeps going, but a passageway to what's happening underneath the momentum is suddenly visible. We have that potential in every breath. It's miraculous. But again, like gravity, it's so ordinary. It's so everywhere all the time. It's almost overwhelming. If you paid attention to every breath, what would we get done? Maybe things would stop and slow down and nature's intelligence would arise more. But we're part of nature and we're part of this eclipse, whether we can see it or not. So take a moment and know that you're not missing out on anything, that it's all right there. And when you breathe, you don't have to do anything. Just settle and notice. And it's happening in your being. So this eclipse is in Aries, and it's a really good time to reclaim something essential in yourself that you've either given up or never noticed or lost. Reclaim it. And it will arise in those quiet moments, in the turnaround, in between the inhale and the exhale, and the exhale and the inhale. That's my eclipse message to you. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.